Hey everyone. Today, I'll show you how to use checkboxes in Excel. We'll start by inserting a checkbox, then explore some useful functions to make them even more powerful. So, follow along, and let's do this together. Here I am in Excel. To add a checkbox, first we need to enable the Developer tab in Excel. To do that, hover over any existing tab and right-click. Within this menu, let's click on Customize the ribbon. In the Excel Options window, find Developer on the right side and check the box, then click on OK. You'll now see the Developer tab at the top. Let's click on that, and we have all of this difference option here. Now, let's add a simple checkbox. In Control category, let's click on Insert, and here we see all the different options and the checkbox. Let's click on that. Now that I have selected the checkbox, click anywhere on your worksheet to place the checkbox. If I expand the checkbox, you also see that there is text next to the checkbox, but you cannot format it, although you can edit what the text says. For now, I am just going to delete the text for simplicity. When I click on the checkbox, you will notice that it is checked. Here, when I click on it again, it will uncheck. I could toggle the check state. Let's say you want to select the checkbox, or maybe you want to reposition it, or maybe you want to move it somewhere else on the sheet. You can right-click with your mouse that will select the checkbox. Alternatively, you can also press the Control key and then click on the checkbox, and that will also select it. Now I have the checkbox selected. Here, I will reposition it in the middle. To duplicate the checkbox to several items in the lower right corner. After I click on the fill symbol, I can pull it down to reveal another checkbox. As an alternative, I can click into the cell, drag it down, and then press Ctrl+D to duplicate it as well. Now we have all of our checkboxes. If you just wanted a visual list of checkboxes, then your job is all done. But if you want to know the state of the checkbox, you can do something with it, like in a function. To do that, press the Control key, and then click on the first checkbox. Now the checkbox is selected. Right-click on the checkbox. At the very bottom, we have the option to format the control. Let's click on that. This opens up the format control. At the very top, I can define the default state of the checkbox. So, when you open the sheet, you will see that all the checkboxes are unchecked. But I could also change that to checked, and that will become the default state. So if I open this sheet, you will see all the checkboxes are checked. You can also set it to a mixed state. Down at the bottom, you can also toggle on or off 3D shading. That affects the visual appearance of the checkbox. The true power of checkboxes comes from the ability to link the state of the checkbox to a cell. Let's click in here, and then select the checkboxes in cell D2. I will click over there, and up above we see D2 in the format control. I will expand this again, and then let's click on OK. Now it looks like nothing changed. But look at this. When I click this box, D2 shows true. When I am unchecking it, it now shows false. I also need to go through and link all these others. I will show you a few different ways that you could do this. First, I will press the Control key and click on the second checkbox. Now I could right-click and go down to Format Control. But an even quicker way is we could press Control and 1 on the keyboard. This would open up the Format Control menu. Now I can click into the link cell and let's link that D3, and then click on OK. Let's complete the rest of the others. Now that we have linked all of these cells to these checkboxes, we can now use it with conditional formatting and also functions. Down at the very bottom of this list, let's type in to-do completed. We're going to use a function to count how many tasks are done. Right up on the top, let's click on this function icon. These will open up the Insert Function dialog. There is a function called COUNTIF that will allow us to count the number of trues in this column. Let's click on Go, and here COUNTIF. I will select that, and I will click on OK. Here, it first wants us to enter in a range. Select all of them. For the criteria, I want a count of how many are currently set to true. Click on OK. Right now, we see that all of the checkboxes are unchecked. So, none of them are complete yet. But here if I check one of them, and it's become true, and we got a count of 1. If I go through and select all of the checkboxes, here you see 4 items are completed. We can also figure this out as percentage. Up here in the formula bar, let's divide these by the total number of items. Here I will use another function called COUNTA that will count the number of sales in a range that are not empty. I will open up the parentheses and I will highlight all the different tasks we have. Then I will close the parentheses and press Enter. Here we see one that means we are 100% done. If I check this, it will become 0.75. Now on the top, let's click on Home. In the center of the formatting controls, we can change this to a percentage style. And here you will see, the number is changed to percentage style. Now let's do some conditional formatting. First, select this cell. Go to the Home tab, and in the center, in the Style category, let's click on Conditional Formatting. At the center, there is an option for a data bar. Let's hover over that, and let's go with Solid Fill. Click on this option. Let's go Conditional Formatting, and then select Manage Rules. Here, let's click on Edit Rules. Here we can define how should bar look like. Let's set a number. For the minimum, let's set to the 0. For maximum, let's also set that to a number. Here we can set that to 100%. Now click on OK, and click again OK. Now when I go through checkboxes, the bar also change. We are using conditional formatting to show the percentage of tasks that are completed. Now we are done. Hopefully you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.